Hey y'all, it's La Vista. It's been a minute since I have been in touch with you, and I am super sorry about that. As you can imagine, if you followed any of my posts, things are just kind of crazy busy over here, especially being the mom of a toddler, being a business owner, being a wife, just having all of those things in life just kind of occupies time. And a week has gone by since a newsletter has gone out, a couple weeks has gone by since a newsletter has gone out, or since a video has been made, or since a live has been done. And it's like, oh, snap, like a significant amount of time has gone by. Honestly, today's video almost didn't happen. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that I had made a post about the day of vomit. And it just happened to be Dozer, my bull mastiff, that was sick. But it seems like my house has been sick for the past few weeks. My husband's been sick. My son has been sick. The dog was sick. I've even been sick. And so the vomit actually continues today, and it was with my son again. At 3:45 this morning, he came to let me know that he wasn't feeling well and vomited in my bed. So I have been up getting him back to sleep, doing laundry, all of those wonderful things. So I thought, hey, why not make a video? Right? So when it comes to connections, I thought I would share just a couple of tips that I am definitely trying to do to foster and nurture the connections with the contacts that I have. Because just because I haven't been in touch for a while doesn't mean that I don't care about you and what's going on with your business. That's quite the opposite. But I think by following these 3 tips myself and then sharing them with you, I think that it will help to just strengthen the connection that we've already made and to just make it stronger going into the rest of 2018 and into the new year. Can you believe that, like, it's already November? That's kind of crazy to me. Like, I can't say that I have no idea where the year has gone. It's just gone by so fast. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one that feels that way, but my goodness, time has seemed to fly. But a few quick tips that I just wanted to share about staying in contact. One, be intentional. So it was a few months ago that I realized, like, wow, I haven't had like a girlfriend date in a while. When I was single, I used to have these girlfriend nights like at my house, nothing big or fancy, but I would have people, my girlfriends come over, and we would have like a theme every month. And one month would be like a baked potato bar. And so I would make the baked potatoes, and they would bring all the stuff for the baked potatoes, so the sour cream and bacon bits and all that stuff. And then we would just sit and we'd eat and we'd have a good time, like late into the night. And we all looked forward to it every single month. And then even when I got married, I would have girlfriend dates. I would have girlfriends brunch and have my girlfriends meet me at a really nice place for us to have brunch. And it was great. We really enjoyed that time. Something happened when motherhood came. Like, all the free time that I used to have just like went out the window. So I'm sure that some of you can totally relate to that. And I was looking through Facebook and saw a few pictures of some of those girlfriend brunches. And it was like, oh my God, like one of them literally had been 2 years since I had hosted a brunch. 2 years. Yeah. So be intentional. What I did to take action immediately is I created, because I'm kind of a systems nerd, obviously, because I'm an operations guru, but I created a calendar that was set up just for my girlfriends for days that I knew I was going to be available to have a date and to have a date one-on-one with them. And I put that calendar together and I sent them all the link, and it was like, hey, let's go on a date. And, it was so fun seeing those requests come in. It was like, oh my God, like they loved the idea. And we have had so much fun having those one-on-one dates together. I haven't done anything in a group in a long time because, it's so hard to coordinate each other's schedules, but the one-on-one dates have been working amazingly. And it was all about me being intentional about wanting to schedule that time with my girlfriends. So be intentional about the contacts that you want to spend time with. Reach out to them, invite them to coffee, have a virtual meeting if going somewhere doesn't really fit in your schedule or with your life. So the second thing is to just be your authentic, personable self. I recently had the opportunity to send a client of mine a thank you card for a referral, but instead of going to like a Hallmark and buying a card, I made it myself. I'm not like the craftiest person that I know, but I am crafty and I consider myself creative. And I had so much fun creating that card specifically just for her. The details that I put into it, the message that I wrote in it, and then I actually went and I hand delivered it to her, and I had so much fun doing it. And it was just a card, but I was able to put my personality and my creativity in it. Now, by no means am I saying that you need to make handmade cards to send to everybody on your contact list just to stay in touch with them. But, think about, maybe there is somebody or a few people on your list that you do want to do that extra little something, something personal for them. Do it if that is actually part of your personality. Don't fake it, don't force it, but just, be personal, be your authentic self, reach out and communicate and be with the people in the way that you would just naturally be with them and reach out to them. And then the last thing is to not be afraid. So, just like with this video, it has been a while since, we've had some contact with each other. And so I could have looked at it like, oh, it's been so long, they're not going to want to hear from me, and just kind of use that as an excuse to continue not reaching out. And it reminded me of a conversation that I had with my girlfriend Jamie years ago. She and I were together, and she was getting ready to call her ex-husband. And I remember asking her, like, why in the world are you calling him? And, her response was, regardless of everything that's happened, we're friends. And I'm not going to punish myself for wanting to talk to him and not giving him a call. And so like that actually really stuck with me. And it's like, hey, we haven't had much communication, but I'm not going to punish myself by not being in touch with you and continuing that void of communication that we have just because, I fear that you might be upset with me or whatever the case may be. Like, I got to take action and do something. So I'm going to make you a video and say, hey, and I'm going to ask for your forgiveness for the amount of time that it has been since I have had some time with you. So I truly am sorry, and I just wanted to let you know that I am going to be doing much better, much more intentional outreach. So if you get an invitation from me for a coffee or for a date, please don't ignore me. Accept my invitation so that we can spend some time together. And if you just want to reach out to me, we can schedule a quickie conversation. That is totally okay with me. So just to recap, those tips on staying or re-engaging with your contacts so that you can stay in constant contact with them. Be intentional, get the time scheduled, because you know what, take it from me, it's not just going to happen. Be personal and be your authentic self. Celebrate life with them just the way that you would, like put your personality into it. And lastly, don't be afraid to reach out, even if it's been a while since you have last talked to them. So I found this quote and I thought that it was amazing, and it totally applies to what I wanted to talk about. And it says that life becomes a celebration when friends keep in touch. So let's celebrate our lives by keeping in touch with each other. So yes, let's celebrate and let's keep in touch. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.